Okay, so welcome to another Warhammer Fantasy Battle. Um, this report we're doing is a 1250 point game between Dwarfs and, who are pictured here, my friend AT, and myself playing my Wood Elves. We're playing 7th edition just for fun, and we just thought we'd have a fun, silly game, and that's exactly what it ended up being. Um, So here is the dwarf army pictured. He was on the right hand side of the table. From his left flank, he had 10 thunderers, an organ gun, bolt thrower, cannon, bolt thrower, 10 quarrelers, and then 15 I don't know hammer iron breakers with a Thane, BSB, and pretty tough engineer in there. And on the other side of the board, this is my Wood Elf army. From my right to left, I have a Great Eagle, 8 Dryads, 6 Wild Riders with Standard Bearer and a War Banner, 5 Glade Riders with a Musician, 2 more units of Dryads, 10 Glade Guard, 5 Glade Riders. They're great, tucked up against the thing. And there's AT, the new face of Dwarfs. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. And far in the back is my general. She is a Spellsinger level 1. I just had used an old list that I had lying around. Here's kind of a closer up. AT's working on his models, and some are really well painted. Here's mine. Right here, tucked in next to the Glade Riders, you can see I have an Altar Kindred Noble. Um, so he wins the roll to go first and gives it to me, and so I move everything forward. I was pretty confident with my deployment. He didn't have anything to move on this side. My plan was just to come take out his Thunderers before he could do any damage to me, and then steamroll through the whole side, hopefully making him shoot at my Dryads. And that's what I was able to do. I didn't do a whole lot of damage with my normal shots, but I unloaded with my Hail of Doom arrows, and I got 16. I rolled 16 shots, so 16 shots and did a bunch of wounds. And then coming into turn 2, now that I've taken them mostly out, I've charged the organ gun with my Glade Riders and my Eagle into the flank of the 2 remaining Thunderers. You can see in the background my Altar Kindred's getting ready to come rushing in now that he's unloosed his Hail of Doom arrow and go crushing down the flank of the War Machines. So, of course, the Eagle does well and then comes in this combat, and he sticks in combat with that organ gun forever. Everyone else is moving up, um, trying to come in and be a threat. And on the far side, which you're not going to see, his Iron Breakers are slowly moving around, getting kind of confused. He did end up shooting with his Quarrelers and taking out 5 of my Glade Guard, who fled. Subsequently, they rallied. Here is the beginning of the onslaught onto the War Machines. My Altar Kindred goes right down the line and just takes out everybody. He did have 1 engineer, but that engineer is fighting the sorry, fighting the Warhawk and the dwindling Glade Rider forces who just can't seem to beat this unit. It takes them literally, I think, 5 combat turns, maybe 6 or 7. Just goes on forever. Meanwhile, the Altar Kindred does not have nearly as much trouble. You can see how he's just laid wreckage and ends up going down and taking out everything except for the last lone Quarreler who defeats my Altar Kindred in combat. Um, and this is where it got silly. With things going this way, I decide, sure, why not? I'm going to charge these Iron Breakers. Now, I did charge as well with my 2 remaining Glade Riders who are on the flank. I lost a bunch of pictures. And some Dryads, but needless to say, there's no way my guys can beat these guys. But it made for a lot of fun. I decided to just keep sending wave after wave into them. His Thane BSB had a banner that made him immune to fear and terror, so none of my guys could do a whole lot, and you can see there's just mass carnage where we just piled everything up. And of course, he'd win in combat res, and that would leave me with running away, and he'd end up catching me one way or the other. And I charged my eagle in just for fun, and it was great. Go out with a blaze of glory. Um, in the end, you'll see here it's just a close up coming up. Yeah, close up with my eagle in the flank. The eagle ends up losing and flees, and as he went first, none of my guys could rally on the last turn, which is okay. Anyhow, it was a great game. We had a lot of fun. It ended up being a draw. He had me beat by about 100 points, and so slight margin of victory to him, but it counts as a draw points wise. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you again soon, hopefully with the 8th edition game.